Oh, hello, hello. Allie Thompson here with Creative Success Secrets. And today I want to talk about increasing your Facebook page likes by 10,000 people in 72 hours. Can it be done? Yes, it can. Should you do it? No, you shouldn't. And that's what this video is about. So, I like YouTube. I like YouTube. I scroll around YouTube and I'm always looking for new ideas, fresh ideas, and sometimes just a little spark of inspiration to help me kind of see things from a different perspective. I like to see what other marketers are doing on Facebook, what they're doing on Instagram, and some of the information is good. A lot of the information is bad. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of junk information on YouTube right now. Junk, 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 junk. If you are trying to build a real sustainable business, then YouTube can be a very dangerous place. And one of the things that's floating around on YouTube, and I know where it came from. I know who originally came up with this idea and this concept. And there are a lot of copycats out there teaching the same thing. And I thought it was important to do kind of a rebuttal to the whole idea of getting 10,000 page likes in 72 hours. So when I first heard about this idea, it was probably 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. I'm not going to name the person who originated this idea, but I actually bought her program because I'm like, wow, 10,000 fans in 72 hours. I'm always looking to learn more. I wonder what's up. I wonder how you actually do this. And I was immediately turned off by the training once I was in. She sold the training very well. Oh, this is the secret. This is it. You get 10,000 fans. Imagine what you could do with 10,000 fans. I'm like, yeah, oh my gosh, imagine 72 hours. That's amazing. And so I immediately, there were a couple of ideas I got from that of ways to legitimately grow a page. That I thought, okay, I can take that little tactic there. I can use something like that. But the bulk of it was rubbish. And so I was really surprised when I was looking around on YouTube the other day and I'm seeing this 10,000 fans in 72 hours pop up. And not just 10,000 fans in 72 hours, there were different versions of it. So, how to skyrocket your fans in only days. And, they weren't using the exact terminology. I'm like, all right, what are you guys doing? I'm curious. And it was all a version of the 10,000 fans in 72 hours. So again, I'm making this video to warn you, to say that this is not a good idea, and I'm going to give you the reasons why. So this is basically how 10,000 fans in 72 hours works. This is the bulk of how it works. You create a graphic. So one girl in particular, I'm going to use her example. She created a graphic. She was targeting anybody on Facebook that is interested in the word love. Okay. Now she's doing this for her clients. This drives me crazy. So they're interested in the word love, and they live pretty much anywhere but the United States. I think some of them were just excluding California, and I totally understand that. But most of them teach you exclude all of the countries except the expensive ones. United States, United Kingdom, Australia, South Africa, and they've got a whole list, like half the European countries, Canada. Those are all expensive markets. So you don't want to advertise in those markets. So you target Afghanistan, India, a lot of the North African countries, where Facebook ads are cheaper. So you get that target market. You find the word love, anybody that lives in those areas that's interested in the word love. And then when you create your ad, you put a heart in the ad and say something like, love, if you love, like our page, something like that. But here's the kicker. The page had nothing to do with any of that. Nothing to do with any of it. And I remember when I took this course originally, years ago, somebody asked her, they're like, yeah, but I'm trying to get local customers. She goes, well, sometimes I sell to people in India. So, sometimes they're your customers too. And the reason why most people think that this is okay and that this is something that you should do. And I read through the comments on these videos too. And again, like if you're looking for YouTube, and I'm saying this with full, understanding that this video is on Facebook and on YouTube. There's a lot of junk out there and there's a lot of stuff that doesn't work. But the reason why they justify it, the reason how they justify it is they say, well, this gives you social proof. If you have 10,000 fans, then other people will look at your page and say, wow, you've got 10,000 fans. That's amazing. You must be really, really popular, and therefore they're going to like your page. And there is definitely something behind social proof. When people see higher numbers on your page, they assume that you are more relevant than what you are. But here is the problem. This is the biggest problem with there are three big problems. With getting 10,000 fans in 72 hours from all of these using this particular method. First of all, those people are not your customers. You have not attracted technically a single customer to your page. You're using a tactic that tricks people to like your page. And beyond the fact that they're from countries that are not likely to be ordering, handmade goods in the United States, because most of my clients are handmade artists, crafters, handmade sellers. Not only are they not likely to buy those products, they're not even interested in anything that they're not even interested in the product, even just to look at pictures of the product, because they came to that page under this false pretense of, oh, we're going to talk about love, and they hit that like button simply because they're like, yeah, I like love, and they like the page. It's so much bullcrap. Those people are not your customers. They are just not your customers. And while it's a workaround, yeah, you got them really cheap. Some people are like, whoa, I'm reading the comment section. Yeah, I've got, a like is only costing me 0.0003 cents. Okay. But it's still money wasted because you spent it on attracting people that were nowhere near your customer. Okay. So that's number one. They're just not your customer. So now, because they're not your customer, when you post to Facebook, even if you're a Posse member and you're using the Prompts for Profits calendar and you're like, these are high engagement posts, this is great. Sometimes Posse members come in and they post, they use the Prompts for Profits calendar and they're like, man, I am just not getting engagement. The first thing I ask them is, where did your fans come from? And why did they like your page? Sometimes it turns out that they were selling X on their Facebook page. Now they're selling Y, and everybody was following them because of X, and they're just not interested in Y. In this case, with these 10,000 fans, they weren't interested in any of this. So you can have 10,000 fans on your Facebook page and make the most engaging post in the world, and you'll get crickets. Your engagement will go down. Facebook will see it. They know percentage-wise. If you have 10,000 fans, then you should be getting hundreds, if not thousands, of likes and reactions and comments, and your engagement should be very high. But if you've got 10,000 fans and you're only getting 10 people like your post, Facebook's looking at that ratio and saying most of the people that follow your page are not interested in what you have. So therefore, we're going to depress how much we show your posts in the newsfeed. If you want to sabotage your online marketing, go ahead and get 10,000 fans in 72 hours. Facebook knows that those people are not interested because they are showing Facebook that they are not interested. They are not truly interested in your product. And you're going to be put into the Facebook dungeons. And then these same people come back and say, well, it's pay to play on Facebook. You have to boost a post if you want anybody to see it because Facebook has no organic reach anymore. That's bullcrap. There's no organic reach when your customers are not interested in what you have to say. And you can be the most engaging person in the world, but if your message doesn't match the customer, then your engagement is going to tank and Facebook is going to just stick you in a corner. And they're going to say, if you really want to get in front of these people, you have to pay because what you're doing now, the people are voting and saying it sucks. All right. So that's the second reason That's the second reason why you do not want to do this. And to me, it's one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest. It's a thing that everybody else is ignoring. Oh yeah, well, what's the harm in having 10,000 fans? This is the harm. This is the harm. This is going to just it's going to kill your Facebook page. And in fact, if you do this, or you've done something like this, or bought likes or whatever, honestly, it may be better to start out with a brand new page, start from scratch. Better to have 1,000 highly engaged, interested followers that want what you have than it is to have 10,000 or 100,000 that don't give a crap. And then the third reason is, just because you have 10,000, I mean, it's the culmination of all of this. If they're not your customer and they're not engaging with you, you're not making sales. You can't even sell to the people that would be interested, because Facebook's hiding all your posts because they say your engagement percentage is too low. And 10,000 fans does not pay the bills. You cannot go into the bank and pay your mortgage with your 10,000 fans. The reason you have a Facebook page is to grow your business. Growing your business means making sales. Growing your business does not mean artificially inflating your numbers so that people think that you're more successful than what you are. I'd rather you be really successful at a lower number and nobody knows it than for everybody to think that you're super successful and in reality you're getting no engagement. I see this all the time. There's big, huge brands out there with these big, huge Facebook pages, and they've got 100,000, 200,000 people following them, and they're getting 10 likes on their page. There is no way they are converting into sales on their Facebook page, because there's just too many people there that are just not engaged with them and not interested. And if you don't get them engaged, if it's not your customer and they're not engaged, you don't make sales. I don't know what you're on Facebook for, but I'm on Facebook. I'm on my Facebook page. I'm on my Facebook groups. I'm using Facebook to make sales. So 10,000 page likes in 72 hours, it feeds our ego. It makes us feel good. It makes it seem like we've done something. But what we've actually done in reality is just put ourselves in the hole. You're really just digging yourself into a hole that you are now going to have to take time and money and resources to fix. Don't do it. Don't buy into the hype. It's there's no upside. There's no upside. Organically, or even with paid ads, grow your business in a way, grow your Facebook page in a way that makes you money. And if you really don't know how to do that, if you really not quite sure how to put that all together, if you need help doing that, I highly recommend that you look at our Posse program. We try to make Posse as affordable to everybody as possible. We don't put it up for free here on YouTube, because we want to make sure that we are helping people that are serious about growing their business. But we do have a 30-day trial for Posse for only $7. And, that $7, you get a little bit of skin in the game. You not only get all the training that I offer on how to grow your page the right way, but you also get the community that can help you along the way. We give you a calendar every single month of real engaging prompts. Oh, don't even get me started on all the Pinterest social media calendars that are out there that are so bad. They're so bad. I've had 2 Posse members come to me and say that the social media calendars that they paid money for from other coaches wasn't worth a dime. In fact, it was detrimental to their business, and that our Prompts for Profits calendar is the best calendar by far, hands down, that they've ever seen after testing out all of these other social media calendars. Why? Because it's built to create sales. It's not built to just increase engagement. Yes, we want higher engagement, but we want engagement that leads to sales. So you get access to that calendar. You get a brand new calendar every single month when you're a Posse member. You get access to the community. You get access to the training. You get access to all the new training. I'm active in the group, helping people, answering questions. It's really like having a coach in your back pocket, so that when you get stuck and you're not quite sure where to turn and what to do next, you have the community and the expertise there in the group. I've been using Facebook for over 10 years. I know what works. I know what doesn't work. This stuff doesn't work. If you want to find out what really works, come on into Posse. 30 days for only $7, and we'll see you guys there. Bye.